And we're back. Well, you mean and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime, and welcome back to Sakura Space. Now, if I remember, this is the 7th part of this game. And, of course, slow frame rate because... well, I can't really find a way to massively improve it. Although, soon I might have an alternative. So bear with me, guys. I might be able to do something about it. Hopefully. If it goes well. So, we're going to jump straight back into this. We just got past a rooster getting a lovely reward. But now, we must progress even further to see what other rewards are in store for us. So guys, ikimashouka. It's gotten fairly late now. The hours have passed by at a snail's pace. I can't bring myself to sleep. However, Akane must have something extravagant planned for us next. Oh god, already at the well, another choice right off the bat. Yeah, why not? Should I be careless? Shouldn't I be careless? It's probably fine for now, I'll say. Yeah, it's probably fine for now. She was still hit by that stunning round and took a few blows from Nami's blade. True. That would mean that she is out of commission for a while at least. Maybe I can get some sleep. Have we not been asleep this whole time? We're just cyborgs, we just don't have any sleep whatsoever. Then again, wouldn't this be the perfect opportunity for her to strike? Oh damn it, sorry, I thought while she wouldn't do anything, she could quickly send out more drones. True. She's proven that she has abundant resources. So no, I cannot relax just yet. God damn it. Wisdom would dictate that now is a time where I definitely cannot relax. Akane knows exactly how we think. So our only solution is to do things which she wouldn't expect us to do. She would expect us to be on alert though. That's why I said it's best for us to rest. Because if she would expect us to do that, she would naturally think that now is the best time for us to think that we're in the most danger. So wouldn't this be counterproductive? It never hurts, I guess. So for now, I'm going to take a long walk and make sure that there is nothing amiss in the halls of our quarters. Is it really necessary for you to patrol the halls yourself? We cannot afford to take any risks. If a single thing looks out of place, I do not want to miss it. Akane probably still has access to the maintenance shafts. Oh, why does it... It looks like it doesn't move whatsoever, so I think naturally it's just gone by. So she could easily burst through the roof or anywhere else. And I cannot sleep anyway. So I might as well do something useful, don't you think? But it would be wise for you to get some rest. I can raise the alarm if anything unusual happens. I can rest when this is over. We don't know when she's going to attack. It's not that I do not trust our AI, but the machine is fallible. No matter how intelligent it is, that's true. Work recently has had that sort of thing happen, so I know that's true. I can't even know that too. Even so, there is only so much that you can do alone. I am the captain of this company, and I will ensure the safety by the quality of my monocle. I have to. If that means that I have to lose a bit of sleep over it, then so be it. The air becomes silent. It's then that I see my 2 crew members approaching me. Hey, Captain! Captain? Is something the matter, you two? Have a look at this. Uh-oh, what is Kotori mad about? Come on, Kotori is waving a digital pad in front of my face. Akane sent us a message. A message? What kind of message? Just have a look for yourself. She's steaming mad, so she must not have liked it. Even better. She shoves the pad into my hands. A pre-recorded video begins playing before me. Hey. I mean, it's pre-recorded, isn't it? Hey, it's nice to see all of you again. Akane is spread out on the floor, a whip in one hand. I would have delivered this message personally, but after what happened last time, it would be best to be a bit more cautious, don't you think? I really am tired after you hit me with that stunning round, Captain. Nami really managed to wear me out, too. I suppose I should be angry at myself for being fooled by your trick. But if anything, I'm really excited. Where is this going? She has the same look of glee on her face that she did before. She's a masochist.
I'm sure that you've already guessed that I know about Kotori recording me confessing. That does put me in a rather tricky situation. So it looks like I have my back to the wall. Cornered like a wounded beast. But remember, it's when a beast is cornered that it's most dangerous.
She begins to slide her whip slowly down the center. Isn't that thing basically on at the second, shocking her hand now that I look at it? How is she... It's shocking her hand right now, surely. Because you can see that where she's gripping it is shocking through her entire system. So how is she resisting this thing? And if it's down there, it ain't just a weapon anymore, it's a toy.
I didn't want it to end so suddenly anyway. This little game has to play out a bit longer yet. Even though you have that footage, you won't release it until you either capture me or I leave the ship. After all, you wouldn't want someone else to snatch your bounty, would you?
Well, again, she's proven to be sharp. She's right on that one. She had pieced together our intentions.
So there's only a few ways this can end. I can't guess which way it'll be. I knew that my idols wouldn't disappoint me. It's only been a short time, but I've had so much fun.
She seductively licks one of her fingers. That's perfect time for that voice, Jesus.
Believe me, we're all going to have a lot of fun together before this is over. I'm going to make sure of it. So don't get too comfortable in that little fortress of yours. Any egg can be cracked open if you know how. With that said, I'm going to take a nap and sleep off this stunning round.
She puts her fingers on her lips and then puts them towards us, blowing a kiss to the camera. I'm pretty sure this is more than a typical fangirl.
See you very soon. I hope you all enjoy it. I know that I'm going to. Every single moment of it.
With that, the digital pad goes silent. Kotori is quivering with rage.
Damn it. The worst thing is that she's right. I want to fight her already. This suspense is killing me.
She's practically growling to herself.
Never have I met a bounty who was so annoying. Even though we have the upper hand, it seems that the game isn't over yet.
Do not concern yourselves with her taunting. She hasn't told us anything that we don't already know. True. Kotori is having none of it, however.
We can't just keep ignoring these insults.
We have to, Kotori. I know how you feel about it, but if you allow her to do this to you, have we not an agreement?
Do not worry about it, Kotori. She will not be able to fool us if we keep our heads clear.
Excuse me. Exactly. If you let yourself fall for her taunts, she's going to trap you again and again.
Just knowing that makes me even angrier. She still has the gall to taunt us even though we managed to catch her with our trap before.
Kotori grits her teeth, but she regains her composure.
No, I'm not going to let her win.
Nami just looks at it blankly.
You cannot just sleep off a stunning round. It will be a day or two before she can move unhindered again. Isn't that basically a day of sleep? Nami?
Okay. Both of them look to me.
What do we do now?
For now, we wait. If we don't hear from her again within the next 3 days, we shouldn't presume that she fled. I doubt that she is going to leave, however. Her pride has been wounded, and we have hard evidence of her confession. She has plenty of reason to stay. Oh, yes.
So we'll wait for her to make her move.
We'll wait for her to make a move then. Until then, we can only stay on alert. Kotori, hold on to that digital pad and see if she sends any more messages. And any more videos, please. I need some material. Let's do our best, everyone.
Acknowledged, Captain. Got it, Captain. Acknowledged.
The two of them quickly leave. Is she sending messages by digital means? Then we can no longer rely on playing off of her ego. That is a pity, but I suppose it cannot be helped. Well, it makes it easier to know a bit more of how to deal with this new pest. Even someone like her learns not to put their finger on her hot iron after getting burned. So now, time for an emergency meeting! The meeting room seems to be the place where I can collect my thoughts. And have a cheap cup of coffee helps too. As I said before, I'm more of a tea person. I hate coffee. As I take a deep sip from the cup, the caffeine seems to cut through the cloud around my mind. There is so much to consider. So much that I have to plan for. The hours seem to be passing by slowly as my thoughts swirl through my head. Here I am, just waiting for something to happen. The anticipation in the air could be cut with a knife.
Captain, will you be getting any rest soon? As a reminder, I did suggest this to you hours ago, and you have not had any rest since then. Akane still has some time before she fully recovers from her stun round.
I already got tired of the AI playing as my nanny. Well, she's right! I know. Just because she isn't fully mobile doesn't mean that she isn't a threat. When we first met, she deployed a small army of attack drones. I don't know where she's got them from, but I can't rule out her using drones or robots to soften our defenses first. Or maybe she will use the maintenance shafts again.
It is possible for her to use that, correct, but I can alert you as soon as something unusual appears. Your optimal health is my priority, Captain.
Just leave me to my thoughts for a moment.
As you wish.
Yeah, it goes silent again. I feel sorry for this AI, goddamn. I rubbed the sleep out of my eyes, trying my best to stay alert. Maybe it's right. I'm going to be dead tired by the time Akane finally makes a move. Then what's the point? Yeah, you'll just be sleeping and she'll be... She's going to do stuff for that whip. Surely she's going to need sleep at some point, sometime as well. Yeah, she's a human. Then again, she's not from around here. Her body clock is probably adjusted to an entirely different schedule to mine. True, but... I pull out my digital pad, getting ready to put down some thoughts. There are any number of techniques that Akane could employ to trick or disable our AI. She could cut the power. It could take a few seconds for the emergency power to come online. Yeah, but even by then, a few seconds to get drones through hatches all around the ship is a bit far-fetched. I'm just saying, it's a bit much. Which would be plenty of time for her to slip in. Yeah, for her to slip in, but not drones. But then the motion sensors would go off once the system's online, wouldn't it? And everyone else would be alerted, and it would be very hard to escape within those seconds. But I see the concern, of course. Motion sensors, cameras, heat sensors. She isn't stupid. She would find a way to avoid all of these things. The ventilation system is also another place she could strike from, despite additional security measures. I guess I won't know what she's going to do until she does it. That is the most frustrating about all of this. Perhaps it would be better to take some time to rest and get my wits back. Well, that was what we were planning to do from the first place, wasn't it? I mean, I did choose that option, so at least we're getting rest. I'm going to be a nervous wreck if I keep doing this to myself, but yeah, you're letting her play into your head. And what good would a nervous wreck be by the time Akane makes her move? It wouldn't be a good one.
Captain, there appears to be an intruder in Nami's room.
Oh! Well, that was quick. Akane! With no hesitation, I immediately bolt out of the room. Bypass the security protocols on our door! I need to get in there!
Acknowledged.
Nami, what is... Thumbnail. Oh. I'm not really sure what I just stumbled into. Oh well, if we join it, it'll be a good old freeway. What? Kotori stands there. Look, it looks. Can't get that. Yeah. For a little while, everything seems to go deathly quiet. Nami's eyes are wide with shock. She is surprised plainly visible in her face. Kotori pulls back. Kotori is thirsty. The force must be dealt with. The damn rooster. Right.
Your lips are so soft, Nami. Are they? Yep, I could kiss you all day. And maybe even a little longer than that.
Kotori glances at me, recognizing my presence.
Nice to see you, Captain. What are you doing here?
I said that there was an intruder in Nami's room.
Yep, I sneaked in here. I said I would extract my price, after all. Don't you think you're going to get away with making me hold the camera, Nami?
Oh, she's pent up because of the captain. I see how it is. Well then, we did kind of egg off Kotori and then just go over Kane, so she's like the most ignored out of everyone on this ship, in all honesty.
Kotori, this isn't a good time. Really? Not a good time. What about Akane?
Despite this entire absurd scene, there is something strangely cute about Nami when she's acting like this. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Usually so cool and focused, she seems to become like an awkward teenage girl.
Stop being so shy, I'm not here to judge. You're just so cute, Nami. You too.
Well, you totally ignored the question, but okay. Nami's awkwardness is at its peak. She just stands there unsure of what she should do. Yet, she doesn't make any move to stop Kotori. I guess I do need to have this here for a minute. Kotori's arm is slightly wound around her waist, making sure that she can't get away from her lips.
The captain really paid her price, so now you have to as well.
Kotori relocks lips with her eagerly. Let me just clean my monocle here. It's a bit dirty. I need to make sure I look at this. It's top quality. Yes, much better. They say that way for the longest time with Kotori not letting Nami get away. Nami pulls away from Kotori's lips with considerable effort.
You're making the captain worry, Kotori. Can we do this later? Oh, so you're admitting that you would like to do this. I'm so lucky.
You got Rooster gets another reward. God damn it.
We're going to have so much fun together, Nami. Yes, we will have fun. That's right.
Kotori gives her one more small peck.
Now then, you've paid your debt. For now, I better get to have a fight with Akane. I'm going to get both of you. Next time,
don't sneak into Nami's room when we're on high alert.
Got it, Captain.
Satisfied, Kotori leaves Nami's bedroom. Whew. Wow, my monocle is clean. It's been a while since it's been that replenished. After Nami gets her suit back on, she just awkwardly sits in the bed. Oh, she was a bit more risque than I thought.
It's embarrassing to be seen like that. Not a good time. Not a good time at all.
Let's just pretend I didn't see that. That would be the best, in all honesty. Honestly, I got an alert that there was an intruder in your room, but I couldn't have known it would be Kotori.
I didn't know what was happening. No, but
please pull yourself together.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm guessing she was taken by surprise as well. Jesus, Kotori's like a right old predator. I wonder actually who would win in a fight, Kotori or the actual predator. Because Kotori has amazing sword skills as well, and the predator is, very good at sneaking around and hunting prey. And it seems like Kotori is too. Ooh, I might have started something here.
I just need a moment.
She regains a bit of her composure. There is another alert like that in any room. We shouldn't ignore it. Akane could potentially exploit it.
Yes, you're right.
Nami touches her lips. Well, she remembered pretty quickly. She just gets a flushed expression on her face again. I just shake my head. I think that you're going to have to overcome your awkwardness one day, Nami. I might not always be around to do all of the talking for you when it's needed to be done. When it needs to be done.
You know me, Captain.
She slowly trails one finger down the window next to her bed. Hey now, are you asking me to join in?
I enjoy my time alone.
Clearly.
When it's not about work, I just can't focus.
She's just so painfully shy. The polar opposite of Kotori. Well, yeah, that's what made it so much more enjoyable. So, how does Kotori have so much confidence?
How does Kotori have so much confidence, Captain? She knew we were on high alert, and yet she still.
It's like what you said. It's just how she is. I know that it's hard to deal with, but you'll just have to accept it one day. Besides, there is a certain charm to your awkwardness, Nami. Well, yeah, considering that the captain herself has made a move on her. I'd say it's true.
Do you really think so? I don't really see, logically speaking, how it would.
She starts stammering. I'm surprised at how cute she is when she acts like this. It's alright, you know. Take a deep breath. She does so, calming herself down a bit.
Right. My apologies, Captain. I lost my composure there.
Well, considering that Kotori just invited herself into your room, that would take anyone by surprise. Well, in many ways, actually.
Yes, it would. Captain,
Yes, Nami?
let's change the topic. I have been looking further into our bounty.
Oh, what do you mean?
What I mean is that I have been trying to find out who exactly placed this bounty in the first place.
That's what I wanted to know from the start, so I do actually know this.
With what available evidence we have, I have not seen anything which warrants her having a price like this on her head. Not to mention that the bounty specifically requested that she be brought in alive.
But there's no name. What if she placed the bounty herself? What if she did it herself, I wonder? What do you make of that exactly? It's hard to say, Nami. There are any number of reasons why. Ooh, this is a tough one. Maybe she is important. That's what I'm leaning to at a second. Like, I don't think it could be someone with a grudge, because she's only doing things to make us see this. Then again, it would make sense if it was someone with a grudge to make a high amount, but it's also possible that she is important. Maybe because of information. So I'm going to go maybe she's important. The petty crime she has conducted doesn't warrant having such a high bounty. Yeah. So I can only imagine that she is someone important to the person setting the bounty.
Important to them? In what way?
I do not know, but whoever they are, they seem to not care about how much money they have to spend to bring her to them. There could be other motives, but none of them fit in for this. We have seen that she has access to incredible resources, so I can only imagine that she has wealth to burn as well. Yeah, so it might even be family.
You think that whoever placed the bounty is a benefactor of hers? Or something along those lines?
Potentially, but I'm starting to think that she's the one who put the bounty on herself. I honestly think that. They value her enough to place the largest bounty ever in this entire galaxy. If she's got money to burn, it makes even more sense. And with that much wealth, you would surely be in a position of power. So maybe she's a runaway or something like that.
It does seem to add up. A wealthy board member of one rich family or another.
Nami nods.
While we cannot confirm it right now, I think we might be onto something. Yes! Despite how much trouble she has been causing us, I do want to find out the reason behind all of this. Kotori would probably be more interested in the 1 billion than the mystery, though.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, our main concern should be what we should do when she finally attacks.
Of course. Can we talk, Captain? Later, Captain?
As you wish. Please inform me if you see anything unusual.
I will, Captain.
And that includes Kotori. So it's just a false alarm. Although I question Kotori's timing, I'm relieved that it wasn't an attack. Now we can sleep. You're always at your most vulnerable in the familiar settings. I don't know if Nami keeps her weapons in her room. This also means that our AI is vigilant enough to be able to detect any unusual movement. Yeah, the AI has proved her worth. Perhaps I can rely on it for now. Akane still has time before she recovers, so that also gives me some time to relax. Back to brooding by myself, I suppose. The hours continue to drag along. I'm going to go for 5 more minutes on this, then that's going to be it. No matter how much I glance at the clock, they do not seem to move any faster. They say a watched kettle never boils. I'm inclined to believe it. Now then, I need to start thinking through my plans. When Akane attacks, I need to be prepared. Just sitting here and waiting for something to happen isn't the correct way to approach it at all. First, I need to determine at what possible point she could strike from. The most obvious place would be the front door. No, it wouldn't in this case. Many reasons. That is too obvious, and that there's already lots of security around it, and plus it'd be much more difficult to disable everything around it as well. But because it's the most obvious place she would strike from, would she choose that? No, I don't reckon so. I better not linger on that for too long. Second is the ventilation system. Because she's already done that, I don't think she will anymore, and it's much more difficult. Not without its hazards, and we could easily trap where the vents intersect. The only drones you could send through, it would be fairly small. Even for someone of Akane's slim frame, it would be too hard to squeeze through. She has gotten a good idea of what I'm thinking, so I think I will track the vents anyway. Yeah. The maintenance shafts are also going to be a problem. She could easily launch an attack from there. I hope that engineer we spoke to has raised some complaints. I hope so as well. I might have to contact him and ensure that nothing unusual has happened around there lately. That's a fair assumption. I agree with that. How can I contact him? We can't really leave our quarters right now. Well, that must mean that the maintenance shafts are going to be her ideal way to attack. Oh, where else could she come from? There was only one other place she could attack from. The outside of the ship. We have some windows that she could go through. At the same time, I have to remember that she's not trying to kill us. Yeah. Doing something that would potentially endanger us like that would be going too far, even for her, so it has to be the maintenance shafts. At the same time, I need to keep in mind as a possibility, if I overlook any details and endanger my crew, why do I have to be a captain? Now then, opposition drones, here. Stunning rounds versus organic targets, EMP rounds for inorganic targets. I will set up some scuttlebolts to patrol the events and ensure that there isn't anything unusual. They're for surveillance, right. And the final stroke to our defenses will be my secret weapon. A mod on my pistol, which not even Kotori or Nami know about. Ooh, tasty. It's bound to take Akane by surprise. I'm sure of it. Maybe I should head over to the simulation room and see if it's not being used. When I enter the room, I find that it's empty. Kotori and Nami must be in their rooms right now, so we're now target practicing. That's gonna be good. That's fine by me. I need some practice.
Simulate firing range. Before you simulate anything, Captain, might I make a suggestion?
Go on.
I believe that I have collected enough footage of Akane to do a simulation of her. It will only be a rough estimate, but it will probably be a good way to prepare yourself for her attack.
Could you play that footage back to me? Simulate a 3D image of it?
Acknowledged.
The footage played out before me. Akane moves incredibly fast. That's the first and most obvious thing about her. Slow it down. As the footage slows down, I can get an impression of how Akane moves. I see. Can't we even go those thigh movements? Ooh, something like that. Can't we do that?
Using this footage here and a few security camera reels of her on those planets, I believe I can create a digital simulation of her.
Why don't you show me? And, well, sure enough, a digital copy of Akane appears before me. It quietly stands to rigid attention, waiting for the next input. Despite myself, I am disturbed by its silence. Because she likes to talk. I suppose I'm too used to hearing Akane constantly whenever she shows her face. Pistol configuration stun. Begin combat simulation. Before I can even blink, the simulation bolts at me. Damn, okay. I let off a few shots, but it nimbly... Oh, wait, what? Did I read that wrong? But it nimbly evades them. Oh, okay. With her closing the distance so quickly, I have no choice but to retreat backwards. Firing over my shoulder, I make sure not to stop moving. The whip is insanely fast. Much to my dismay, I feel something wrap around my leg. The simulation stops and returns to its rigid stance.
Simulation over. You did not manage to land any hits on her.
Jesus, so she's really fast. As I thought, Akane is the worst possible opponent for me, because I have a long-range weapon and she can get me out with a short range. My main advantage is my pistol. With that, I can usually put a significant distance between me and my opponents. Akane has significantly less distance she has to close if she wants to snare me with her whip, yes. Is it safe to say she's short to mid-range in a way? I am sure that if she's going to single anyone out, it's going to be me next. It will make perfect sense. I mean, she's already done it once. She can probably try and do it again. She said as much when we last met. So I need to think of a solution to this. What can I do to stop her from getting within her ideal range? Perhaps I should try out the secret configuration. No, not yet. I need to try out other solutions first, yeah, because it's like a last resort. Run the simulation again.
Acknowledged.
Configuration buckshot. This will essentially turn my pistol into a shotgun. Ooh. The spray pellet should be wide enough to be able to hit her. Ah! She's still as fast as ever. I suddenly turn around and open fire. In the time that I turn around, she's already in my face. Jeez. The whip wraps around my torso, making me drop my pistol.
Simulation over.
It's just too damn fast. Jesus. Yeah, she wants to make me her plaything. Even the simulation says so. Jeez. I need to stay moving. I cannot get a clear shot while I'm doing that, however. To hit a target like a Akane will require aimed shot. Unless... Damn it all! Run it one more time. I turn on the secret configuration.
Running simulation. A most impressive performance, Captain. I have never seen you use that pistol configuration, however.
Please do not tell anyone about it. What was the configuration, you bastard? Tell me! Delete any memory of it from your hard drives.
Done.
Good. I don't want anyone to know about this configuration. But what if Akane has access to the memory banks of the AI, though? Akane won't see it coming. Although what I beat was merely a simulation and could not possibly represent the real thing. I feel a bit more confident that I'll be able to go toe-to-toe with her. It's then the alarm starts sounding. Oh!
I have detected a fourth person present in our quarters. Drones are currently being dispatched to their location.
Where's the intrusion?
It appears to be coming from your room, Captain.
My room?
How?
How could it be? Alright, I'm going to end this right here. I know, cliffhanger, I know. I'm going to continue recording this right after this anyway for another part. Because I have a feeling that Sakura's base will be finished quite soon. But unfortunately, I've run out of time for this part. And I am much chipper than I was beforehand. Because now I'm a bit more up to date with my assignments. I feel more organised. I feel more ready for the stuff that I'm going to do. And also... Comic-Con's coming up, and I'm confirmed for it, so I'll most likely see some of you guys there. But unfortunately, I'm out of time, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me, and I shall see you in the next video. Sonaja, guys. I will most certainly see you next time. Quality away! And that didn't end it, did it? God damn it.